chorus, same chord again. But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? It's against all of the rules. I was distracted. Me without auto-tune. Yes, baby.
I was having a phone conversation with someone one day, and we were talking about artists that we really loved. And he was like, you should listen to this song by JP Saxe. And I was like, okay, cool. So I listened to it, and I listened to it, and I listened to it, and I listened to it over and over again. And then I had posted about him on my Instagram, just the single cover.
So when she posted 25 in Barcelona, I was mid-conversation about how I thought you were the most influential songwriter of our generation. I like complimenting her to her face because look how uncomfortable she is. She hates it so much. And then as we're having that conversation, I see the notification that she had tagged me in a story, and I was very excited about it. She said we should write, and then not long after that, we got into the studio.
Got to know each other, tried to like break the ice a little. And then you said the song title. If the world was ending, you come over, right? And you were playing like all kinds of crazy chords, and I was like,
chords.
can you
play less chords?
Can you just not?
Still our writing process for the most part. Like, hey, I'd like you to take that 17 jazz chords and make it
just one.
Just two, please. I'd like
two
one.
Alternating at the
Four, 1, 4. Originally it was like, if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? And then you just, from your magical mind, went, you'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? And then I looked at you like you were some sort of song wizard. And once we started writing, it happened really fast.
It happened really fast. I think we wrote it in like an hour and a half. But were you out drinking? Were you in the living room, chilling, watching television? And then we just sort of like built off of that thing.
And we didn't have a pre for a while. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be a duet. We were just writing. But as soon as she got into the booth and started singing that second verse, there was no way that I was going to sing it again. That's how it was going to stay. If the world was ending, you would come over, right?
I tried to imagine your reaction. It didn't scare me when the earthquake happened, but it really got me thinking. The night we went drinking, stumbled in the house and didn't make it past the kitchen.
So then we had this demo, which we loved.
Yeah.
We were talking about who was going to produce it.
Yep.
And at the top of our list was Phineas.
Hi.
Yo.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
You look comfy.
I'm so comfortable.
Hi, my name is Phineas, and I produced If the World Was Ending.
He sent me this long text message when he first produced it about like philosophically how he was going about each part. It was so nerdy. I loved it so much. It's like that's how I think about lyrics.
One of the things that I like to do is just create tension and release through like tonal landscapes appearing and then disappearing.
So he goes, my approach. I loved the image the first line of yours conjured the first time I heard the song, so I decided to build a soundscape to record it. LA traffic sounds, blended with New York City traffic sounds. I've sat in plenty of both. And added some rumble to get as close to those couple earthquakes we had in Cali back in July as I could. Beyond that, I added some harmonies in the first pre-chorus made out of your voice to help articulate that you've been through this in your head before, and you know it wouldn't work, and you're not made for each other. Added an upright bass to support the roots up until the chorus too, and the heavy lifting gets done by a sub. I wanted to introduce some movement by the time Julia comes in, so built the kit that kept it distant up until the exact moment you started singing together, to convey that being the moment you both fully admit your feelings to each other. In the post-chorus, I brought in layers of static and distortion because I wanted to mirror the idea of world ending around you, and none of that mattering because you have each other. Every minute working on this song has been a joy, and I feel so lucky to have gotten to. Truly one of my favorite songs ever. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. All that matters to me is that you love it.
It was like being given a paintbrush and being given a painting that was already beautiful and being like told like paint on this, and you're like, okay. I just fell in love with the song, and it was like, you know, if you're gonna produce a song, you have to like a song 100 times worth, because that's how many times you're gonna listen to it.
Totally.
Work on it, and I did. And I never didn't love that song.
So nice.
He speaks like someone who's taking over the world with thoughtful, articulate production.
If the world is ending, is so good. I'm so mad hearing that you guys wrote that on day one of writing together. It's so unfair.
Love you, Phineas. Talented motherfucker.
So we put the song out in October. I think pandemic started hitting around December and then really hitting here in the States around early March.
Yeah, February, March.
And, you know, originally we wrote it about earthquakes in LA. And then, you know, as the pandemic sort of progressed, we were seeing, you know, it went from being a song about, you know, a possibility to being a song that feels very set in reality.
Yeah. Which was a strange couple weeks when we realized this real world relevance the song was taking on. Because as Julia said, like, you know, it was inspired by the earthquakes, but really it was about fantasizing about a catastrophe, making all your reasons for not talking to someone seem silly. And then, you know, fast forward 6 months and
It's not so silly.
It's not a hypothetical anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we are in a circumstance where people are very much thinking about who they want to be with in a really
Time of
difficult,
crisis,
global crisis. So
Yeah.
I almost like didn't want to let myself like find joy in the success of the song. It felt wrong. But ultimately, I think the reason it's resonating is because the song at its core is about putting love
First.
before everything else. Yeah.
This was our last melody that we needed. And you sang that part. And I was like, oh my God, that's incredible. Remember, that was our last melody. We couldn't figure that out. And you sang that, and I was like, that's it, we're done.
That's how it went down.
And I know, you know, we know you weren't down for forever, and it's fine.
You know, we're not doctors, we're not nurses, you know, we're not saving lives physically, but like, you know, we know how to help people the only way we know how, and that's music, you know. We are, you know, a big escape for a lot of people, including ourselves.
But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right?
Are we gonna work more together?
Well, we did just write a song together that I'm obsessed with.
We've written a few songs together that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah,
the
we
one
have.
you're referring to is very special.
Yeah.
I think it's probably all there. Anything you want to say?
July 20th was the best day of my life.
Aw, it was the best day of my life too.
If the world was ending, you'd come over, right?